Nancy Beichner from the chemistry department. Our chemistry department is very excited about the idea of increasingly flipping our classroom. Flipping can allow for more class time to practice problem solving. The videos are also a wonderful resource to provide students who are absent. And in addition, they can also be used as extra remediation. All of these uses of the recorded videos can potentially improve our graduation rate. Quality flipping requires videos made by the classroom teacher rather than Googled up online lectures. Our grant has gone toward obtaining the supplies needed for us to record our videos. We have piloted flipping in AP Chemistry. Since we PLT closely, we have concluded that it is appropriate for either of us to record a video that we would then show to both of our classes. This approach has the ability to improve our teaching by allowing us to more deeply share our best practices.
And this is Brent Atkinson, also a member of the chemistry PLT. I've been working with Ms. Beichner to work on flipping our classroom. The things we asked for in our grant were what you see on the screen. One, an Elmo. Our school already had those, so the grant money did not have to purchase them. Two, a slate. The purpose of the slate, a wired slate, not the wireless ones we have with the CPS kit, is it allows you to actually very easily write. For example, if we go into this program, it was great for a chemistry teacher because we can actually write out any work that we're doing, and the students, this is just as sloppy as my handwriting is in class, but the students can follow along with us as we work through problems. Again, great for math problems, chemistry problems, other science problems. Other things we needed were some sort of recording software. We chose to use TechSmith Snagit. It's a pay service. It costs $30. But what I noticed is there's way fewer bugs than many of the free versions that you can get out there. And we post our videos on YouTube. And the reason we selected YouTube were the great statistics YouTube collects for us. When we go to our page, first thing, it tells us how many views it has had. Now you have to be warned, somebody who watches the video twice counts as 2 views. But if you go into the data about the data options on your YouTube page, one, YouTube automatically creates a transcript of the video. So it goes through and it finds all the words that you said. And so your students can go back and look for a certain section of the lecture. Two, it allows you to actually look at the statistics for who's been viewing your video. So we see for this video, over 3 days, this was actually an extra credit one for the students to watch. We had 22 people view it on December 13th, 13 people view it on December 16th, and a couple views on a couple other days. Even better, we can look at unique cookies, meaning only if a computer viewed it more than once, it wouldn't count it. So by doing so, and I'll zoom in so we can see that a little bit better, we can actually get a good idea of how many unique people viewed this video, meaning how many of our students actually watched it. And when we add that up, we realize that it's not 100% of the students in our class. But how often do you actually get 100% of homework assignments turned in? Another thing that's great about YouTube is it tells us how many minutes the video has been watched for. Now at first you're like, oh, 4 hours and 21 minutes, what does that mean? Well, it gives us an idea if students are just logging in and checking in, writing a comment, and not actually viewing it, because we can tell based on how long the video was, how many people viewed it. Lastly, so many of our students, if we go back to the actual video page, so many of our students already have Google accounts, and Google and YouTube are connected to each other, that we can have them check in and post a comment. Again, we can encourage them not to use their last names. We're still struggling with that because some students, they don't listen to whatever we ask them to do. But they can actually make a comment, so we realize they have watched the video, they have a question to ask, they have a comment to make, holds them a little bit accountable. How does this help us work the plan? Nancy and I are well aware that we're not trying to get our AP chemistry students to graduate. They've already done what they need to do. They're taking an elective science course in their junior and senior years. How we see this, though, eventually playing out is actually being most beneficial in classes that are high risk. For the sciences, classes like earth science and physical science, that the students might not pass the course. They might not receive that credit towards graduation. Reason being, in our problem-solving based classes, you have to ask yourself the question, what would you rather have students doing? Would you rather have them watching a lecture, or would you rather have them doing their homework assignment and working on problems? The decision we came up with is a student who never watches the lectures online, but always is in class to work on the problems, is probably going to learn more about that subject than a student who is always in class to listen to lecture or to watch a PowerPoint slide, but never goes home and completes their homework assignment.